Obviously, if you've seen the title of this video, you know what's gonna happen. We are making Twice cosplay today. I am definitely not a certified cosplayer. I'm very new to this. I've only done one cosplay, and that is Midnight. But we decided to do Twice, my sister and I. So we're gonna do Femme Twice. I'm gonna show you the entire process of all of it. So first, I'm gonna show you all the stuff that I got. So there's this foam head from Walmart. Love this. This is to hold the beautiful wig. So I'm gonna put a link to all the stuff, even the foam head. The foam head's straight from Walmart from the art section, at least the art section at my Walmart, so that's where I found that at. The wig is from Amazon. It's actually a really good wig, and it wasn't too expensive. I think it was like $25.99. So the plan for this is to have two different lengths of a wig. I feel like if Twice was a female, she would definitely have crazy hair, crazy not even length hair. So we're gonna cut one side. We're gonna blow these bangs back to show off the scar. We have that for the wig. Then we have this red leather. We got this leather from Amazon. Again, we actually used this leather for the Midnight cosplay. So we're gonna reuse that for his little wrist thingies. Then we've got the measuring tape because you gotta measure them. We've got two of those. We're gonna put them in the wrist things in the red leather. So then we obviously have the big black suit. Twice has a super tight, skin tight black suit. We also got this from Amazon. That's also where we got the Midnight one from. So the plan with this, we're gonna cut the hood off. We're not gonna cut the zipper because that's too hard. So we're gonna cut around the zipper, tuck the zipper into the back of the costume, and then we're gonna sew some extra fabric on the back of this for the actual hood that he puts over his face. And then we're gonna paint it because we couldn't find any fabric that kind of went with the boots that I have for this. So that's what we finna do with this. We're gonna start that tonight. So then we got the gray paint for it. It's very teensy, but we have more gray paint here. So then for the bottom of it, Twice has boots, but I have gray thigh highs. So here are the gray thigh high heels. I feel like Femme Twice would definitely be a heel kind of girl. She seems a little crazy, so I feel like she would totally be loving that. So these are suede boots from Charlotte Russe. You can also check out Amazon. They have a lot of suede boots there, but I've had these for a long time, so I just decided to use them for this cosplay. I'm very, very excited for this. So I think that's everything. We are gonna get started, so let's go.
Okay, so we're going to cut along this seam. We're not going to mess with the zipper because doing all that's too hard. So there we go, and then bam. And then you make a little hole right next to the zipper and then cut along the entire seam. I messed up a little bit because I got a little bit of shaky hands. And then Vanessa did the part where we cut along the line of the zipper just because she's like better at that than I am. So I asked her to do it. And then there we go, now it's all off.
Right, so we have cut it. I also had to switch to my phone because my camera died. Just girly things. We got it all cut out. This used to be a part of the suit and now it's not. So it's gonna go on my face much like this. Like that, like a mannequin head. Then we are going to add a little bit of ribbon on the back just to kind of like secure it. This is a very thin fabric, so when you sew it, you could get like holes in it and stuff, so you gotta be super careful with it. But so it's just gonna pull right over my head. So, and then we're gonna paint it. So let's get into it.
Alright, now we have these two pieces of ribbons that is gonna go on the back side of this hood. So we attached it with binder clips because attaching it with needles for this material is just not gonna work because it'll create holes that just like won't go well at all. And there's little Venus in the corner, she's just peeping in. So yeah, that's the whole process of us attaching it with binder clips. And then we started to sew, and I did this part, Nessa did the pedal part, and I did the actual sewing part. You have to do a stretch stitch with this, because if you just do a straight stitch, it doesn't work, it'll rip, so make sure you do a stretch stitch if you are doing this as well. And then it's all done, and it kind of reminds me of like a mussel. You know what I mean? Like the food, a mussel. I don't know why, but it does. I'm getting mussel vibes. Anyway.
Okay, so after that, you just want to go ahead and sew both the sides together to create a full mask and then paint it to match Twice's.
This little guy, got the front of him all figured out. He's looking great. He's looking twicey.
So this is what it looks like all done. The only problem is that the bottom of it doesn't attach right to the suit, so we have to add clips onto it later for cons.
So we have put on the suit. We finished the mask. Goes over. We have yet to paint it, but we put the suit on. My sister did the whole chalky thing so we know where the lines are going to be. She is painting it while it is on my body. This means that the paint will most likely seep through the fabric onto my skin. So if you too are going to do this with paint, make sure you wear something underneath it that you don't care for. This is what it looks like so far. We have the whole thing lined out. We finna paint it. We're gonna come back. We're gonna see how it goes. Hopefully it goes well. I'm a little bit nervous about it, but we'll see. We're gonna find out. It is currently, Alexa, time.
It's 1:36 a.m.
Eastern time. I am lying on the floor of my bedroom and Vanessa is painting the Twice suit and the paint is on my skin. So that's what we're doing now. I feel like a patient getting surgery. This has finally gotten it all painted up. So this is it so far. We did the first layer of acrylic paint and then we're gonna do a layer of fabric paint. So after this dries a little bit more, the back dries because we did the back too. I'm going to take it off and do the layer of fabric paint over it just so it doesn't really crust off. Please ignore my dirty wall. This is it with the boots on. I think it looks pretty bad so far. The gray definitely doesn't match yet, but it will very, 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 very soon. If anyone was wondering if you want to use acrylic paint and you want to paint it on your body, you are definitely going to get paint all over you. So it's all down my legs. Be prepared. There's a bit of a disaster on the floor, but so far we've painted it about, what was that, like 3 layers? 3 layers of a mixture of white and black paint. We did the whole front. Now we're gonna let that dry and do the wig. This is what it looks like when it's all done. We got the painted all, we got it all painted, and then we got the thigh highs on. Yes. We've got the wig on. Excuse my horrendous outfit. We've got the wig on, so essentially the plan is Nessa chop one side. Tis the moment of truth. It's all for Twice.
Oh, these scissors blow.
Really? On this wig? They were working well on Midnight. Oh, they didn't work well for big chunks of Midnight.
There we go.
Bye. Oh, okay. Well, you know what happens, right? You know the rest. And there she blows. She's all done. We've got the short hair on this side. It looks crazy, but that's the point. We've got the short hair on this side. All the way going around to the back too. So Nessa is creating a new hairline for the wig. I'm so tired, I'm sorry. So she cut it all off. There were the bangs, and now they're gone.
So Vanessa proceeded to create a new hairline with the blown back bangs. She used Got2b glued and then stuck the old bangs that we had cut off back to the top there, and then the little straggly parts at the end we ended up folding over and spraying down underneath the wig. We also used a blow dryer to dry it faster just so we wouldn't have to wait for the hairspray to dry. I think the wig came out beautifully. I think it's my favorite part of the cosplay besides the thigh-high boots. But yeah, it's really comfortable, it's really fun to wear, and the hair's still really flowy and everything, so I definitely love this wig a lot.
It's 8 a.m. I look rough, and this is an odd angle, but if you want to see me from all angles, here we go. Anyway, so it's very, very, very early, so please excuse the stuttering and not knowing English. We have the measuring tape for Twice, so we're going to start doing the wristlets now. Then we have the blue paint, some glue sticks, clay, and then this red leather that we have from Midnight Cosplay that we're going to be using for the wristlets. We might use it, we might not. We have not decided yet. Let's get into it again.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is why the cosplay was late. Making this gauntlet, wristlet, whatever it was called, was the biggest pain in my, you can fill in the blank, ever. I didn't even do it, and I was frustrated for Vanessa. So basically what she did is she used oven baked clay and then molded it to fit around my wrists. Probably the most annoying thing in the world, just because it was so hard to get them to actually stick together when they were on my wrist. There she is, just like molding it just to make it more the shape of Twice's wristlets. So depending on the oven baked clay you get, it says what temperature to put it at. So then that's it all baked up and all good and dandy. And she's going to sand it down just to make it all even and nice and smooth, because we actually ended up painting over it instead of using the leather. So the sanding it down took a really long time too. It was just, these wristlets were so stressful and just terrible and just, oh goodness. And I didn't even do that much. Vanessa tried to figure it all out by herself because she's just amazing and she's just really good at DIY. So that's all the paint that we use, the red, the blue, and the black, all from Walmart, from the art section. And then she painted over those, and oh, this is beautiful. I love time lapses. I'm sorry. Let's just sit here and appreciate how beautiful that is. This is so satisfying to me. I was asleep while she was doing this because she's an angel and she woke up before I did and just decided to take it into her own hands because she always does and she's just so amazing. And then she painted the blue strip on there, you know, and got it to look smack like his wristlets. And then she decided to add some something to make it just a little more like grungy looking, since it's supposed to be more of like an underground type of thing because Twice is a villain, obviously. He wouldn't be able to get his costumes from like the hero agency that makes them for the rest of the heroes. So then after that, she used some hot glue to get the measuring tapes on the inside. This was the hardest part, I have to say. These measuring tapes were literally terrible. They just didn't work very well. That's a nice little shot of it completed without any measuring tapes inside. That's it, totally finished. We actually ended up using an elastic to hold it together on my wrist because getting them to stay on was terrible. The measuring tape does work with it. You can pull it out. You just have to stick your finger inside to get it back in.
Alright, so that's it for the Twice cos video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you had fun watching Vanessa and I just be a chaotic mess. Thank you for watching. Remember to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Vanessa's also going to throw in some TikTok clips just to show the full costume all together.
What? I said I don't like you. You don't like me? No. Look. I don't give a
Remember, follow me on Insta, TikTok, Twitter, all of those. All those will be right here. I love you guys so much. Remember to drink water, stay safe, and do your homework. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. So then we got to... Actually, never been so excited for cosplay. My light said, F you. I'm an artist. Anyway. The amount of times, I want you to count how many times this happened. And these were actually a Christmas present from one of my old friends, so I forgot to blend my eyeshadow. Paint me like one of your French girls. Thanks for tuning in to I have nostrils like the Looney Tunes sign. Bye.